everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am coming to you to bring you this awesome, cute project. This is a You're Amazing card. I know we all have friends out there that we just want to lift up and tell them how awesome they are, how unique they are, and this is the perfect kind of card to do that. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you how to do it. This Counting Sheep stamp set and the dies are free. That's right, you heard me, free! And they're free because it's celebration. From August 3rd to September 30th, there are stamp sets, papers, die sets, lots of stuff, and this is on page 10 and 11 of the celebration brochure. So if you need a copy, just put a comment and let me know, and I'll be happy to send one to you if you do not have a demonstrator. So Counting Sheep is the stamp set. It is free with a $50 purchase. If you purchase anything of $50 or more in my online store, you can choose that. The sheep dies are also free with a $50 purchase. So if you spend $100 in product of anything you want from the catalog or the mini catalog, or to do your Christmas cards or whatever, you can choose these for free, and it makes such a fun card. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a piece of smoky slate cardstock, and I have folded that in half with my bone folder. Let me give it another crease to make sure it's nice and flat. There we go. All right, the next part is we are going to stamp this adorable little sheep over and over and over and over again on a piece of petal pink. So I'm going to grab a scrap paper right here. I'm going to put it on here so I don't get my surface dirty. And we are going to go ahead and stamp in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm going to ink my little sheep up. And let's go ahead and we'll start with her off of the page. Then on, and then off. Now this next row, I want it to not look exactly the same, so I'm kind of stamping her in between the others. Gotta give her a little tiny piece right there. There we go. And again, we'll go back to the way it was in the beginning. One here in the middle, and one here. And you can see I'm stamping a cute little pattern that's just being repeated over and over, and that is our background. The only other thing I'm gonna do is kind of clean her off a bit onto my scrap paper and go ahead and clean that stamp. There's another sheep. There's actually 3 sheep in this stamp set. You have this little frolicking one, this one that's dancing, and then the one I just used. So we're gonna use this little dancing sheep next. And we're actually stamping her on a piece of designer series paper. Same ink. I'm gonna put her right here onto this pattern paper, designer series paper, because she is gonna be very different. That's what makes her amazing, right? She just goes to the beat of her own drum. Let's go ahead and clean this stamp. We're not going to use the 3rd sheep because we don't need her, but she's there if we want to use her for another project. So now let's stamp You're Amazing. We're going to stamp that on a little strip here, and then that'll be it for the stamping. And then we can start coloring and assembling our card. This is a fairly quick card. So we're gonna do the You're Amazing. Let's make sure I have it all done. As you can see, I have my both sentiments on the same stamp. On the same stamp block. So let's go ahead and stamp that right here like so. And that's all the stamping that I'm going to be doing on this card. So I can put my ink pad away. Let's clean our stamp. This is our stamp chamois, which I love. It's our little cleaner. All right, so let's get this paper out of view. And let's start our coloring. So we're gonna go ahead and color our sheep feet, or hooves, if you wanna call them that, on our main piece here. And we're gonna use the bullet end of this dark smoky slate blend marker. So once this has seeped completely into the cardstock, it'll lighten some, so it's not going to stay quite this dark. And I just wanted to paint the little hooves. I thought that that was cute accent on the sheep that are on this main part of the card here. Doesn't take too long, as you can see, to color them. There's actually not very much stamping, not very much coloring. It's a fairly quick card. And this last row of sheep won't be any coloring because we just have the top parts of them. So let's go ahead and finish this one up. We're also going to color the hooves on our amazingly unique little sheep. All right, so let's set that aside and let's color her hooves. Same dark smoky slate. Just like that. She's so adorable. Okay. Now, I'm also going to color her little face in, this is called Flirty Flamingo, and I'm using the light Flirty Flamingo. I want to color her little face in and have it be a little bit pinker. And we're going to also do her legs and her ears. All right, just like that. Perfect. The next step is we're going to cut her out. So let me bring out my mini cut and boss machine. I love this little guy. It's so adorable. We're going to use platform number 1 and then plate number 2. And we're going to put our little sheep on here, and we're going to grab from the sheep dies the matching die. You see how cute these dies are. There's a fence, some clouds, a sun, a little party hat, a balloon, and the 3 sheep. Oh, and also this adorable little banner, which she is going to be toting. You just give her a minute to show you. Let me pull this out of camera real fast because I want to try and line this up. And I can't quite see well enough on my surface, but I will bring it back up there so you can see that I did line it up. There we go. Just like that. I'm going to put my other number 2 plate on the top, and we're going to crank this through. Oh, I made a little WD on it. It's a little squeaky. All right. Let's move it out of the way. I have already die cut 2 flags, and I will show you in a second. We have a black one, and then this same print as our sheep. We can pull this washi tape off delicately, and there is our little sheep cut out. Isn't she just the cutest? I'm gonna put her back where she lives on her little dies here. So that, and there's the fence in another color. I put my extras in here when I am using those. All right, so there's our sheepy. And let's move these plates out of the way. We're going to assemble this little banner. And so to do that, I'm just going to use some wet adhesive. I like to use the multi-purpose glue. And I'm going to use a silicone mat because it's a small piece. And I also need my paper snips because I'm going to trim off this part of the flag like this, just like that. And then that's what's going to get glued onto this black. So we're going to put some adhesive on here. I'm going to use my tweezers because whenever I have anything small, it helps me to hold it. And we're going to go ahead and attach that banner piece right over the top of the black one. And what I like is that it gives me some wiggle room. I can wiggle it around, get it into place, and then there is my banner with my black handle and my cheetah print. Let's move this out of the way. And next we're going to go ahead and attach our background onto our smoky slate. You can see the cute little hoof prints that it has left behind with me coloring with the blends. Like I told you, they bleed into the paper, so they do lighten, and we'll see if they're light yet when I flip this over. Yeah, they've lightened a little bit. So there are our little sheep background. Next comes our strip, and I'm going to attach that with dimensionals. So let me grab those. We're going to put 1, 2, 3 of dimensionals, and the take your pick tool, which is my favorite tool in my arsenal, is what I use to pull the backs off of the dimensionals with the pokey part. We are accruing quite a bit of things. I'm also going to use a small dimensional, one of the minis. See how tiny it is? And I'm going to put it behind this flag. We'll use that in a minute. And then my sheep, I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the center of her. You can see she's out of pattern paper, so she has some stripes on her back. Our pattern papers are all two-sided. So I'm going to run this down the center of my card. But before, oh, I just thought of something. I want to make sure that I have room for my ribbon. So let me move this dimensional over slightly and tie my ribbon first. So I want to put that down here so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to put it onto my surface because it won't really stick to it because it's not paper. Let's go ahead and tie our piece, and then once I've tied it and trimmed the edges, I can pick this up off of my surface and attach it onto my card. It was just a little bit of afterthought. I thought, oh, I better do the ribbon first. Okay, so there it is. We're going to slide it down, move it over like right next to that dimensional here. Come on, move over. There we go. That looks awesome. I'll trim the ends in a minute. Now we can attach it onto our card. Let's go ahead and put that down. That looks great. I'm going to use another pair of paper snips because I keep one that I designate for ribbon. I have a little angel charm on the end. That reminds me that it is for fabric or ribbon. So I will trim these edges. Let me trim this one a hair more. I love how pretty this bow is. It's tied really nicely, but I think I want to trim just a hair more off of this side. There we go. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Not bad, not bad. No more ribbon cutting, so I can put my ribbon snips away. Let's go ahead and put our cute little sheep onto our strip because she is unique. And then we're going to pull the back off of this little flag, and I'm going to tuck it behind her hand like so, and then I'm going to attach it to my card, and no one will know that it's not actually glued behind her hand there. Let's throw these guys away. And for the finishing touch, we're going to use some more wet glue on the inside because we have to add a cute strip of this DSP because it is just too adorable. I'm going to use the wet glue. Just like that. And because I'm using the wet glue and I don't want it on my hands, I am going to use my tweezer again to pick it up. Let's see, I left about a little bit less than 1/4 of an inch. Ooh, goodness. Good thing I had that mat out. There we go. Press that down. The nice thing about the silicone mat is that the glue just rubs right off of it. It does not stick. And then you can throw it away, ball it up and throw it away. If that doesn't give you a sound warning that you should have a silicone mat, I don't know what would. I always trim a little bit extra so that it's perfectly fitting to my card. So there's the inside. You can write a cute note to your friend telling them how awesome you think they are, because after all, our friends go above and beyond for us, don't they? I think I'm going to put one more mini dimensional actually under there because the sheep's a little higher. So let's stick this on here, pull that back off. We're going to double it and then put her little handle underneath her hand. There we go. Perfect. That's better, I think. It needed a little more height. So what do you guys think? I think it's awesome. I love this card, this adorable free. I mean, what's better than free, right? Stamp set till the end of September 2021. Called Counting Sheep, and I hope that you enjoyed me making this card for you. I enjoyed making it. I hope that you will come back and watch me again. I do appreciate it, and thank you so much for watching. I'm kind of new to YouTube. I have been blogging for over a year at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. I do blog every single day, so please check it out, and you have lots of inspiration there. This Counting Sheep stamp set, I will be blogging for an entire week, so you have lots of inspiration there. If you don't mind helping me out by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right here at YouTube, and ask your friends to do that too. And when you subscribe, you're going to get notifications of when I post new videos. Check out my blog again, Inky Hands Warm Hearts. The link is in the description below. It's also right here. And when you go there, you can access PDFs and measurements and lots of fun projects. So thank you for watching me. I really appreciate it. And happy stamping. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Have a great day.